All right, good morning. Today is Thursday, October 23rd. Last night I got the download to the Tesla FSD version 14.1.3. This is my very first drive and experience with it. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to just navigate to the coffee shop. Take me to Summer Moon Coffee. So then I'm going to pick the one I'm going to. It's calculating FSD. I don't see the blue bar. I got to fasten my seatbelt. That might be helpful. Okay, the bar is up here on the left now, where it used to be down here above the nav. So here we go. I'm in hurry mode. That was my default mode in 13.9, so we will see what happens here. Navigating out of the neighborhood in hurry mode. Speed limit here in the hood is actually 20. It says 25 on the screen, but they request that you don't drive over 20. But we're at 22, 23. Actual state law, residential neighborhoods, unless marked otherwise with the speed limit sign, are 25. The gate I'm coming up has been a little bit problematic. I have to nudge it forward with the accelerator in the old version 13.9. We'll see what 14.1.3 does. Pulling up to the gate. Oh, it's way confused. Worse than 13.9. Worse than 13.9. Actually tried to back up. That's not good. So here we are. We pull up to the gate. We activate. Gates opening. I'm going to start FSD again. There's a pedestrian. Pulls through the gate. Sees the pedestrian. He was out of the way, so I'm not sure. I'm sure it would have stopped for him, but he didn't need to because he was out of the way. So here we are, rolling down the street. Speed limit is 25. We're already going 33, 34. 13.9, he went 25 in hurry mode. We're going to turn right. Stops before the crosswalk. Stopped, creeps up, goes. Right turn on red. Speed limit's changed to 40. We're accelerating pretty quickly. 46, 47, 48. Looks like 8 miles, about 8 miles over the limit, about 20% in hurry mode. We're going to turn left at the light. We'll probably get the arrow here since we're here when it's red. I was wanting to see an unprotected left-hand turn with flashing green, but probably get the arrow. Not too happy about the neighborhood gate. I mean, that's a gate that opens when you pull up next to it. FSD assumed it was closed and started to back up. So that's a definite negative. Hopefully that gets worked out as it learns, as I work my way through the gate. I don't know. Green arrow. Traffic is clear. Smooth left-hand turn into the inbound lane. Accelerating pretty quickly. Seems a little quicker acceleration. All right, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. Looks like we're staying at 50, nope, 54. 9 miles over the limit. Probably won't get you stopped in Oklahoma City these days. Let's bump it up a little bit. So here we go. Let's see, how do I do this now? Same way. Sloth mode. Drops it back down below the speed limit. Coming up on traffic anyway. You know what? I'm going to end my destination. I'm going to play this a little bit more while I got this recording going, so I'm going to end the trip. Right now we're in self-driving sloth mode. We'll see what that does. Got 14,339 miles on this car, and I've had it for 5 months and 3 days. The best car I've ever owned by far. So we're at sloth mode. Speed limit's 45. We're going to turn right here. Nice smooth turn in the right-hand lane, just like 13.9 used to do. So we're accelerating. It's sloth mode. Gonna change lanes automatically. Accelerate to 40. And speed limit's 40. We're gonna drive 40. So here we go. Not sure how to change it now. Chill. Still maintaining a speed of 40. Self-driving, chill mode. Speed limit's 40, speed is 40. Looks like it's not accelerating any. Standard. It starts accelerating. 45. Looks like it's 5 miles over the limit. Hurry. Accelerating. A little. Coming up on a red light, so it's probably not going to accelerate much. It's decreasing speed, approaching the red light in hurry mode. Changing lanes to the right, speeding up, 45, 46, speed limit's 40, behind a car here, so back to 46. All right, let's do it. Here we go, first time ever, Mad Max. Mad Max is maintaining a decent distance behind the car in front of us. There's the car in the left lane, so really nowhere to go right now. Cleared the car in the left lane. We'll see if Mad Max is content to stay here. Going 47, 48 in a 40 mile per hour zone. Uh-oh, changing lanes. Here we go, Mad Max. Through the yellow light, 52 miles an hour. Speed limit just turned to 50. We're doing 58, 59, 60. It's 10 miles over. Mad Max at 10 miles over in a 50 mile per hour zone. Looks like it's staying there. Sitting up, 61. 11 miles over, 12 miles over. That will definitely get you a ticket in Oklahoma City area if you're, I think most of the cops that I've talked to before have a little saying, 9 is fine. Once you hit 10 or over, you're very likely to get stopped. We're 63 and a 50 now. Coming up on a stop sign, decelerating. Stop sign, we come to a complete stop. Maybe the hesitation might be a little less than 13.9, that'd be nice. So 45 speed limit, accelerating quickly, we're already at 52, 53. Got a school bus up here. Hazard lights flashing, stoplight is not yet flashing, so looks like he's turning. We're not going to have to wait on the school bus. I'd be curious to see what it did if he had stopped and turned on the reds. So we're at 57, 45 and a 45 mile per hour speed limit, 57 miles per hour, 12 miles over. Coming up on another four-way stop. This time we're going to be behind another vehicle. Okay, it's our turn to stop. We're stopped briefly, and we're going to go. It kind of hesitated. I had to give a little bit of accelerator. Speed limit is 45, accelerating quickly. It definitely accelerates faster than hurry mode in 13.9. We're at 56. 11 miles over the speed limit. 58. 60, 61, wide load coming, tractor of some sort, car moved to the right a little bit. So we got up to 15 miles over the speed limit. Here in this 45 mile an hour zone. It's sort of country, almost residential, but not quite. So take me to Summer Moon Coffee. We're at 60 miles an hour. 61. Back to 60. Going uphill. So the fastest that Mad Max in version 14.1.3 has gone is 17 miles over the speed limit in a 45-mile zone. Probably not a mode I'll be driving in. It's particularly in residential areas. Maybe in the highway, keeping up with traffic or whatever. Here we are to stop. I had to accelerate a little bit to nudge it. I just don't like how long it pauses at stop signs. If you're out here in this area and you stop at a 3 or 4 way stop and you pause that long, people are just going to keep on going. You got to nudge right in there and get out there and go. It's only 3 or 4 stop signs, so not really going to judge it based on that yet. So we're at 56 and a 45. Looks like it's kind of maintaining this. Got some shadowy sunlight. It's about 8:30 Central Standard Time. Sun's been up for, hey, dodged a pothole. Okay. I like dodging potholes. That's good. Here we are. This is Portland, Highway 74. Usually fairly quick moving speed, but Oklahoma County Sheriff's Deputy patrols this 55-mile-an-hour zone pretty aggressively. So here we are, yellow, turn yellow, and we are going to turn left anyway. Another car was coming, turning into the outside lane. FSD handled it fine, stayed the inside lane. All right, we're going to dial this. What I don't like is we don't, 70 miles an hour. No. I'm going all the way down the Sloth. And then I'm going to go. So we're at 55, where we want to be. This is where I want to be on this highway, because I know Oklahoma County, like there's a guy that lives out here, it's Oklahoma County Sheriff's Deputy. He will stop you going 57, 58. So sloth mode driving, we're 55 at a 55. I really wish the scroll wheel dialed the speed up or down like it did in 13.9. I don't know why it doesn't. It actually just changes the modes now. So I was using the side scroll wheel, which also changes the modes, but you can actually change the modes now just by scrolling up or down. So I moved it up to chill. We're still driving 55 in a 55. If I move it to standard, I can feel it start to accelerate a little bit. We're already at 59, 60, 6 miles over. 6 miles over the limit, 62, 7 miles over. You know, that would be fine in a normal 55 zone, but this really isn't a normal 55 zone because I know it's patrolled heavily. I hardly ever go out here. I don't see a county sheriff's deputy somewhere along this stretch of road. Of course, this morning we won't see any, but 9 times out of 10 you will. So my general feelings in the first drive with FSD 14.1.3, you can definitely feel the aggressiveness of Mad Max from a standing start. Quickly accelerates past the speed limit. The most I've had it past the speed limit today, 17 miles over. Nothing unsafe. It doesn't feel unsafe. Didn't make any strange moves. It doesn't stay in the left lane. It's kind of what it is, you know. If you want to go fast and get from place to place quickly, Mad Max is probably the mode you'll want. Of course, I'll test it later on highways, but right now I'm in chill mode, accelerating, speed limit 55, gets up there, you know, like a normal person kind of driving, 55 miles an hour, maintaining that. There's a car back here in the left lane coming up, so probably don't want to pass. Go to standard mode. Okay, we're in traffic, 55 mile an hour speed limit. Slowing down with the red light. I'm gonna crank it. Mad Max, let's do it. We're in traffic, 55 mile an hour zone. People going to work this time of day. Here we are, in traffic, Mad Max. What you gonna do, Max? You're gonna be turning left in 2 miles. Truck and trailer in the left lane. Pickup in my blind spot on the left side, following behind another pickup. We're at 46, 48, traffic, moving with the traffic. We got room to change lanes, but no reason to with that truck and trailer there. Who knows in Oklahoma if that trailer's got brake lights or not. My guess would be not. This area of Oklahoma City has grown a lot, called Deer Creek. This all used to be four-way stops less than 4 or 5 years ago. A lot of housing additions to back behind us into the west. So we're going to go 1 more mile and turn left. We got a little bit of traffic, Oklahoma-wise anyway. So we'll see how it negotiates into the left lane. Right now we got plenty of room in the left lane if it wanted to change. Nope, there's a car. Okay, never mind. FSD saw it. I did not. That was in the blind spot. Car saw it. That's what I say, man. This car drives way better than I do. It's just amazing. I use FSD probably 95% of the time. So now it's clear to change lanes if it wants to, which it apparently is in no hurry. We've got 0.8 of a mile left to go. This car is going to pass us. Half a mile out from the turn, we're signaling to turn into the left lane. A little bit longer video than I intended to make when I first started out from home a while ago, but I wanted to see what Mad Max would do when there's no cars in front of it. And we saw, 17 miles over the limit at one spot. So if you use Mad Max in Oklahoma City on residential and little country roads like that, then you're probably going to get stopped if you pass near the vicinity of a police officer. Not so much Oklahoma City police, they got bigger fish to fry, but Oklahoma County. I did my Tesla test drive, I got stopped by Oklahoma County going 82 and it's 60. I've mentioned that in some previous videos, so they're pretty, okay. Adjusted itself a little bit, stayed in the inside lane. accelerating quickly. 47, we're in a 45 mile per hour speed limit. Okay, saw the school bus stopping, but the school bus did not turn on the red lights. So the car anticipated the school bus might turn on the red lights. It started to stop, and then when it realized it was not, it released the brakes and kept going. So we're at 56 miles per hour and a 45. Changing lanes to the right, I'm not sure why. Okay, I do know why. We're going to turn right on May Avenue. Sorry about that. See, the car knows more than I do. .55 and a 45. Borderline. Not bad. Car in front of me is going about the same speed. We're going to go right. We have hit almost every red light this morning that I could have. It's right, turn on red. Apparently this car is going to go straight. She kind of creeped up like she's going to go right, but there's no signals, so I guess she's going straight. Need to clean my windshield. I cleaned it the other day, the inside, and I didn't get it quite dry enough, so pretty streaky going into the sun. And cleaning the inside of a windshield is tough for me. Always has been. I've looked at all these different methods online how to do it. It's just a pain, literally, with my right shoulder. Amazing the number of coffee shops. Of course, I'm going to one, so I shouldn't talk. But Scooters over there, or 7 Brew, I guess that one is. Just lined up, people lined up buying coffee. I'm going to a new one I've been to a couple of times called Summer Moon. Really good oak roasted drip coffee in an actual porcelain mug that you can drink while you sit there, not some paper cup. I know that sounds kind of bougie or whatever, but I like coffee in a mug. Sorry. HTO going in there as well. Okay. We're now 49 and a 40, 51, 52, 53, 13 miles over in a residential area. Will probably get you stopped. .54, 14 miles over. All right, we're pulling into the parking lot. I've got it set to park. We'll see what it does for us. Looks like it's going to park. That's pretty cool. Well, what's it backing up for? I guess it's going to adjust itself a little bit. All right. We are parked very nicely in a spot. It did back up to recenter itself. That concludes my initial drive in 14.1.3. Overall impressions is Mad Max is quick. If you want to get somewhere quick, the ride felt safe. It felt like the car was thinking. I'd say that Tesla has a winner in full self-driving with this version. 14.2 might refine it a little bit before it comes out. But first drive is successful, and I'm going to have a cup of coffee. Thanks for watching.